We are now at a point in legal education in this country where we have to see ourselves more and more connected with what's going on with the rest of the world. The conference has really been pushed by a number of different interests. Our participants are the major international organizations, UNHCR, UNRWA, the UNDP, and then some of the primary NGOs. So we have some of the most critical voices at the table.
In the developed world, progressive legal reform doesn't just happen.
One of the big advantages of having such a huge conference on one specific topic is obviously to have many people working in the same field get together and share their thoughts and ideas. Although we surely will not have solutions to all the problems raised here, the main idea is to plant a seed.
At the heart of all of it is often, as so often, national security concerns versus civil liberties.
The relevant international law is contained in the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. The first of those rights is the right of all peoples to self-determination. The second is the right of minorities within a nation to freely practice their religion, to speak their own language, and to educate their children in their own cultural traditions.
Well, refugee law is very important. It's the intersection, really, of law and human rights, which is why I came to law school. I'm a 2L, and I've been in court representing asylum seekers and people who are being deported, and it's an empowering experience.
My interests are in asylum law. I have a strong interest in immigration issues, refugee laws, helping people who are being persecuted in other countries, helping them gain access to legal status in the United States.
It's been an absolute pleasure to see students working hard on this conference for the past few months. It really gives them a start to their careers, as well as an inspiration that they're going to carry with them even if they never practice refugee law.
My area of specialty is Central Africa, Rwanda, Burundi, and Congo. In the past 5 to 10 years, there's been a real amelioration of the conflicts in the region. So what's happened is we've had a shift from a number of refugees coming because of conflict to a much smaller number of people seeking asylum because of political persecution. We've moved on really from a refugee crisis to more of a political crisis in which there still are a lot of valid asylum claims.
The value of the United Nations for refugees is that they actually represent the refugees. A refugee is defined as someone who doesn't have the protection of his or her own government. It's very important that you have the UNHCR that looks after refugees all over the world and represents them legally as well as operationally.
Only 6% of the refugees are defined as vulnerable groups.
Law plays a major part at the opening stages of any refugee movement, and international law helps to protect the refugee. But what refugee law and what international law at large doesn't do yet is to make any clear provision for solutions. And it's ironic that after nearly 100 years of international action on behalf of refugees, we are still quite so far away from having in place a mechanism which is efficient and effective in arranging for solutions for refugees. And when crossing borders is concerned, there is a constant tension between, as we know, control and protection. My hope is that this conference will help galvanize international action across all spheres, all levels, because it's only through working together that we can find solutions for those who are living in desperate circumstances at the present time.